This training video will give you a good first start at learning how to pack a bag at Gently Hugged. Of course, shadowing a trained packer will be the best way to learn. A lot goes into a Gently Hugged bag, and we strive to make the bags as lovely as possible. First, get familiar with the whole packing area. One side is for packing girls' bags and the other for boys' bags. Each side has a posted list and a posted notes to packers. Make sure you read that each time you pack. This illustration posted on both boys' and girls' packing areas will give you an idea of how the bag could be packed in flat layers to create a beautiful bag. These are the shelves on the girls' side packing area. You'll need to get familiar with where things are when you start to pack. Generally speaking, we tried to have the clothing be left to right, top to bottom, in the order that's on the packing list. However, when you start, you'll notice the bottom blankets are on the bottom of the shelf, and the tubs for bibs and berths and hats are on the bottom as well. On the boys' side of the packing area, you'll notice again we've put the bottom blankets on the bottom shelf. Bibs and burps, hats, and extras are in the tubs on the bottom. The clothing is top to bottom, left to right, according to the packing list. There is a shelf in the boys' area above the pants that's used for new items. New items from the initial sorters go on this shelf and will be put away by the shelvers. First, check out the bag inventory in the front, and then choose whether to pack boy or girl bags based on what is needed. You can pack one bag at a time, or you can pack several. Start by opening up the bag or bags onto the table. Look carefully at the seams of the bag to make sure they are not ripped. Put the bottom piece down inside the bag. Try to have the handles lay outside of the bag. Start with the bottom blanket. You may have to refold it to fit onto the bottom of the bag, or fold up the sides of the blanket along the sides of the bag. Sometimes the bottom blankets come with matching items, such as bibs and burp cloths. If so, make these bibs and burp cloths part of your count. Next, you'll be packing books. On the girls' side, the books are found below the bags. The new books contain information tucked into the pages. Used books are not always available. You'll be packing one new and one used book. On the boys' side, the books are located in the 3-drawer bin under the packing table. Next in the list are socks, shoes, and booties. They are found in the 3-drawer containers. Girls on the girls' side, boys on the boys' side. We do not always have shoes to put into the bags. When you're packing these items, you'll be putting them on top of the bottom blanket, being careful to keep an even surface. The books, socks, shoes, and booties can make up the second layer on top of the bottom blanket. This is a critical part to packing the bag. If these items are not carefully placed in such a way to make a flat surface, the rest of the bag will not pack well. Hats, bibs, and burps are found in plastic bins on the bottom packer's shelves. You will pack 2 cloth and 2 knit hats, 2 bibs, and 1 burp cloth. Try to put a large and small of each into the bag. Shelvers will try to keep the large hats in the back stacks and the smaller ones up front. The larger bibs are usually in the front. Large extras are usually heavy items like vests, one-piece wintry outfits, and other unclassified things like small blankets or sometimes things we have in large supplies. There should be a sign inside the tubs as to the size of the stack and when to pack those items. On the girls' side, the small extras are in a tub and items are in plastic bags. It is your choice what to pack. On the boys' side, the small extras are in the 3-drawer container next to the books under the packing table. Pack the bibs, burps, hats, and extras, trying to keep the layering even and flat. Add the hair bows on the girls' side at this stage, layering them as flat as possible. Only put them along the side of the bag if you can do it without making the bag bulge out. While you are packing, pay close attention to these stickers. When we have a surplus, we will pack more of a certain size than usual. Do not count the additions into the count from the list. For example, the list says to pack 12 short sleeve onesies. In addition to the 12, you will also add another 6-month onesie. If there is a shortage, make up for that with another from a different size. For example, the list calls for 10 pairs of pants. There are 6 sizes, so you may add 2 12-month, 1 9-month, 2 6-month, 2 3-month, 1 0 to 3-month, and 2 newborn. When placing the pants in the bag, you can place them with the waistbands going different ways to make it even. You can split the pants and do half on one side, half on the other, or you can put the pants along one side and add the shorts and shirts on the other side as pictured here. The idea is to keep doing this in layers, to keep it flat and keep all the sides of the bag flat. Pack whatever the list and notes say to pack regarding sizes of sweaters and jackets. There will usually be a note that tells you what size jackets and extras are to be packed. For example, in January, we are packing mostly 12-month jackets. For girls, there are usually sweaters to pack, so you would pack a 12-month size jacket and a 3-month size sweater, or vice versa. For boys, we often do not have sweaters, so you will pack 2 sizes of jackets. For example, in January, you would pack a newborn jacket and a 12-month jacket. When choosing dresses, think again about the season and pack accordingly. Those volunteers who stock the shelf will try to have appropriate types of dresses on the shelves for you. Each dress should get a pair of panties to go with it. Match as best as you can, placing the panties inside the dresses. Panties are in the drawers with the smaller size in front and the larger size in back. Many times volunteers have ironed dresses. Please pack with care. You can stack them and fold them once all together. You'll be choosing 5 long sleeve onesies. Again, choose sizes based on season, but make it a variety. You will also be choosing 12 short sleeve onesies. Because there are 6 sizes, it's easy to pack 2 per size, unless there are shortages. When you're choosing the onesies off the shelf, start with the large size first, and then add the other onesies on top, getting smaller and smaller. This makes it a lot easier to pack. The toys for girls are kept in the gray fuzzy bin above the panties. The toys for boys are in the top of the 3-drawer bin above the books. Add the toy in between the folded onesies. If the toy is too big, then it may fit better next to the jacket and sweater. Do not put it down the side of the bag unless it is a flat material type book that will not cause the bag to bulge. Next, you'll be choosing sleepers. Sleepers are one of the most important things that we pack in these bags. Choose the sleepers again by season. Add 1 heavy and 1 lighter of the appropriate sizes for the season. Example, in January, choose 1 12-month heavier sleeper plus a lighter one, and 1 newborn heavier sleeper plus a lighter one. All other sizes will be lighter sleepers. We want you to pack 6 of the smaller sizes. There should be 2 3-month, 2 0 to 3-month, and 2 newborn. If there's a shortage of one of those sizes, adjust accordingly, but maintain 6 sleepers in those smaller sizes and 4 sleepers of the sizes 6, 9, and 12-month. Layer them in 2 stacks. Sometimes the towel or receiving blanket fits nicely between the sleepers, and sometimes you can put the towel or the receiving blanket rolled up along the edge of the bag. Otherwise, stack them on top of the sleepers. There are also receiving blanket kits that include a burp cloth and sometimes a toy. If you think you will pack one of these, adjust the count of the other items included in the kit. Place the stroller blanket on top of the sleepers or towel and receiving blanket. Be careful of the tag and keep it on top. It should already be folded perfectly for making its own layer. Remember, if you pack a knit stroller blanket, you must put the bag on the knit shelf. Choose either a quilt or a knit top blanket and fold it so that it is just about the size of the opening in depth and a little longer than the width of the bag. Place it on the top. Large and small ribbons are found in the 3-drawer containers, girls on the shelf next to the books, and boys on the boys' packing table. Large organza ribbon is used to tie the handles, and the small ribbon is used to tie on the taggy toys. Choose 2 large ribbons whose color complements the top blanket. Bring the handles together and wrap the ribbon around so the bow will be as close to the blanket as possible. As you pull in the handles, the long edges of the blanket will naturally tuck into the long sides. Make a bow and tie it tight. Do the same on the other side of the handle. You can see that this quilt was folded to fit the top exactly. This bag shows that the short sides have been tucked in a little because the blanket was folded with the width a little longer than the bag. Notice how the handle is pulled up to make it easier to carry the bag. Tie either a taggy toy or a sock doll onto the front of the bag at the handle. For the taggy toy, you'll use a small ribbon that coordinates with the colors of the blanket. If you put both sides of the ribbon through the top loop, the taggy toy will lay flat. Tie a tight bow. When tying on a sock doll, make sure the sock hat is tightly onto the tube. There is a ribbon attached to the hat to tie it onto the bag. Tie it on tightly. The finished bag should be as flat on each side as possible and stand evenly on its bottom side, straight up. Be careful not to put items down the sides of the bag that would cause it to bulge or lean over one side or the other. Place the finished bag onto the shelves in the front room. If the bag has a knit blanket in it, place it on the rolling shelf. Certain distribution sites will not take knit blankets. Be very careful to place the bag in the right place if you have put a knit stroller blanket under a quilt. Watch for the sign saying, "Add new bags to this shelf." Add bags here and always left to right and top to bottom. When you are finished, move the sign just to the right of the bags you just added if there is a space. If it was at the end of the second row, place the sign on the left side of the first row. Bags will be pulled for distribution oldest first, left to right, top to bottom. Packing is a fun job that requires what we call Tetris skills. How the clothing is placed in the bag will determine its final look. Thank you for all you do to make Gently Hugged bags beautiful.